Hi, I'm Tiffany Markarian, Advantus Marketing, and today we'll be talking about how do we discover what your clients truly want from the relationship. Now, most of you out there, whether you're a business, financial professional, property and casualty, you do some type of discovery with your clients. You probably do it multiple times throughout the relationship. And in that process, I know you're asking questions such as, what are you trying to accomplish? What are the needs that you're trying to solve? What are you worried about? And their answers is your role. You help them put a path in place. And let's say they hopefully do become a client of yours. We need to keep that client comfortable. And I stress that word comfortable because when I look at interviews that are done with clients on behalf of their financial professional, they're not using the buzzwords that you do, such as risk management, asset allocation. They're saying, I'm comfortable that this person that I'm working with helps me feel more secure. They've helped me accomplish something that I've been trying to get to in life. So the word comfortable actually translates to the client experience. Let's take a look. If you've done a great job with your client and you've helped solve their needs, then they're going to see you as a trusted advisor. And if you have a personal interest in them, as does your team, that's what keeps the relationship strong. It's what keeps a client loyal with you. How comfortable that client feels comes down to their experience being part of your practice. And there are some things that should and hopefully will be identified when you start doing deeper discoveries and fact finders after today that will help increase that comfort level, or how can we enhance that client experience. Your client experience starts with onboarding. That's the first bullet here on the slide that you're looking at. Onboarding is not just getting them into your CRM, your client relationship management system. It's not just about introducing them to members of your team. Remember, if a client is switching from one financial advisor to you, or from one business product or service from another to you, once they come into your practice, it's now a whole new world. You're going to have acronyms. You're going to have statements that come out. You might have a different technology platform that they're used to. It's up to your team in those first 90 days and beyond, quite frankly, to understand that the client is moving now into a new dimension with you. They need hand-holding. Let's say you've got great technology where a client can look at things online. Are you basically saying, here's your access code, you can now have full online to our system? But are you actually showing them that system? Is someone on your team walking them through? Let's say you've moved a client's account from one financial company over to yours. They're going to see statements confirming things. They might see multiple statements confirming some rebalancing that's happening. And the client might look at the statement and say, wait a minute, this is coming from the name of a company, aka your broker-dealer or your carrier if you're an insurance company. I don't know who these people are. Did you actually let them know the types of statements that will be coming through? Let's say it's an investment statement and your company did an automatic rebalancing and a confirmation was sent out to that client and they see this account was moved over to here to rebalance. They say, wait a minute, did you just sell me something and I wasn't even aware that you did this? This is where it comes down to a client's comfort level. And sometimes one thread of discontent, they may not voice it to you, but it's up to us to check in with that client and make sure that we hold their hand. Personalizing the experience. I cannot tell you, and I get a kick out of this every time that I do, we'll do discoveries, we'll do interviews with clients to find out, is this client delighted? Are they just satisfied with you? We know a satisfied client probably is loyalty neutral. We'll ask them, do you have any children? Do you have any pets? I'll see responses that come in. We've got 2 kids and a dog named Coco. The dog gets named by name, and yet we're focusing on the client. Well, imagine if you were doing holiday gifts and you knew that you were going to send them a $50 gift basket. Well, imagine if you just sent them a $4 bag of dog treats and say, hey, I hope Coco has a great holiday. That's going to personalize the experience because, as we know, pets are often king in the household. What if we found out that we think that that client likes to play golf and that's their passion because we did a round of golf when we were meeting each other? But what if their real passion is international travel and you were able to send them some information on a destination that's top? Now, we can't do this with every client, but I'll bet we could do this with our A's or our AAA clients. Personalizing the experience isn't just about client appreciation, it's their preferences. Do they prefer, instead of an in-person meeting, they're a busy CEO, they travel internationally, maybe they prefer a conference call on a Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Maybe they would prefer a phone call as opposed to emails because they just get too many emails in the day. And let's ask them, what is their comfort level with technology? Let's just not assume that everybody wants to see things online. Maybe it's an older client, they like to come in, they like to spend time with you. Can we do that with everybody? Depends on our team, depends on how we've structured our organization. But for our A's, our A pluses, our triple A's, we can certainly go a little bit deeper, personalizing that experience. And I cannot stress enough education. Clients who feel comfortable feel like that you're willing to explain things over and over again to make sure that they understand. They don't just say, do you have any questions? They say, what are some areas that I can explain a little bit more clearly that maybe you'd like me to go through again? You send them educational briefings, but you don't just fill up their inbox or their mailbox or their email with ideas. You actually dedicate a period of time when you meet with them to educate on something. Maybe the market's gone down in one day. Well, you're calling your client saying, I wanted to let you know what happened today, and here's where we are in relation to your goals, not just your account. The client experience is how someone feels. And I will tell you, looking at these discovery interviews, the top words that come up are comfort level, security, you educate me, you're accessible to me, you're available. The words products, risk management, retirement planning, those words come up at the very bottom if they come up at all. So making someone comfortable is doing a deeper level of fact-finding. How do we do that? We know your fact finder or your discovery is going to ask questions about needs, concerns, but let's find out what are the needs and concerns of their industry. That may tie into educational topics. We know a dentist is going to have a different set of business needs than someone who owns a construction business. Now, what else does education mean? Education is educating on your systems and your tools. What are some other questions that we can ask? Well, when you've been with other professionals like myself, what would have made you more comfortable in the process? Clearly they came over to you, there was a reason. What could they have done to make you more comfortable? As you look forward to our relationship together, what are some expectations that you have of me so I can make sure that we serve those from you? And it may be I'd rather have calls than emails. What are some other questions that we can ask? What is your comfort level with technology? Is there anyone else in your family or in your business that you would also like communication sent to, particularly if you tend to travel quite a bit? And at the end of the day, what are the things that you're most passionate about? What types of social events would you clear your schedule for? What are some educational topics that if we were to do sessions for you, you'd like to hear most about? These are some ways to get a deeper discovery, but also by asking these questions, you're going to find out what they truly want from this relationship. Thanks for joining me today. I look forward to having you join us for other sessions where we discuss ways to help advance your business and your marketing momentum.